Truth Social is going public. Investors greenlighting a plan to take Donald Trump's social media company public. It puts him one step closer to a roughly $3 billion windfall.
Ever wonder how a bankrupt casino owner could out-earn the world's richest nerd? Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because Trump's digital sandbox just made more imaginary money than Musk's Bird app.
Mr. Trump will not be allowed to sell any of his shares for 6 months. Truth Social is expected to start trading on the stock market next week at a $5.5 billion valuation. This as he's facing a Monday deadline to cover a $454 million penalty in a civil fraud case in New York.
Yeah, you heard that right. The Orange Menace's social media company is now worth more than Twitter. How? We're gonna break down this financial fever dream faster than you can say Kov. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video.
Even 2 years ago. And I, with respect to Elon, I just don't have the confidence that there's other things that he's not up to. I've known Elon for over 20, 25 years, one of America's great entrepreneurs and innovators. But this is not the person I knew.
Remember when Trump couldn't tweet his way out of a paper bag? Well, now he's tweeting his way to the bank. After getting booted off Twitter faster than a MAGA hat at a drag show, our favorite orange turd decided to make his own playground. And boy, did he build it with the finest digital crayons money can buy.
Not just a lighthearted bromance or friendship between billionaires. The strategic partnership between Donald Trump and Elon Musk could have severe consequences for American democracy.
Undoubtedly get massive, even larger federal contracts. I mean, it is an American oligarchy that can be formed here. It's, again, very, very serious.
Enter Truth Social, the social media platform where alternative facts go to party. Born from the ashes of Trump's Twitter tantrums, this app promised to be the safe space for all those poor, oppressed conservatives who couldn't handle fact-checking. It's like Facebook, but with more flags and fewer teeth. Now, here's where things get nuttier than a squirrel's winter stash. Truth Social's parent company, Trump Media and Technology Group, is suddenly worth more than Twitter. Yeah, you heard that right. The app that's basically a digital version of a Trump rally is now valued higher than the platform that actually influences world events.
The richest man in the world has put his support behind the twice impeached, many times indicted, disgraced ex-president, raising millions of dollars for Trump's presidential campaign through his super PAC, spreading dangerous conspiracies.
It's like saying your kid's lemonade stand is worth more than Coca-Cola. So who's actually using this digital MAGA megaphone? Picture a sea of red hats, sprinkled with a dash of conspiracy theorists, and a pinch of your angry uncle who still uses AOL. It's like a reunion of everyone who's ever yelled at a cloud, but online. The user base is smaller than Trump's hands, but boy, are they loud. Now let's drop some truth bombs about Truth Social's actual performance. Spoiler alert, it's about as profitable as a chocolate teapot. The company's losing money faster than Trump loses lawyers. In the first half of 2023, they reported a net loss of $50 million. That's not just bad, that's Trump University bad. So if Truth Social is bleeding cash like a hemophiliac paper cut, why on earth is it worth so much? Well, buckle up, Buttercup, cause this is where it gets really weird. It turns out Truth Social's stock price isn't based on boring stuff like profits or user growth. Nope, it's all about Trump's chances of becoming president again. That's right, folks. Wall Street has basically turned Truth Social into a bizarre political betting pool. The better Trump's re-election odds look, the higher the stock soars. It's like if the S&P 500 was based on how many Diet Cokes the former president chugs in a day. From electric cars to exploding rockets, Elon Musk has always been a high-stakes gambler, but his latest bet on Twitter might just be his biggest bust yet. How much do you think the world's sometimes richest man lost on his social media adventure? Spoiler alert, it's more than you'd spend in a lifetime of drunk Amazon shopping. Let's rewind to October 2022, when Elon decided to play real-life Monopoly with Twitter. He swooped in like a caped crusader, promising to save free speech and make the Bird app great again. $44 billion later, Musk was the proud owner of the world's most expensive midlife crisis. He even gave it a cool new name, X, because nothing says hip and edgy like naming your company after the most boring letter in the alphabet. But while Trump's digital megaphone is singing all the way to the bank, Elon's little blue bird has been plucked, roasted, and served up with a side of humble pie. X's value has plummeted faster than a SpaceX rocket with a caffeine addiction. Fidelity Investments, probably while trying not to laugh, recently valued their stake in X at a measly $4.2 million. That's down from $19.7 million, which is like going from caviar dreams to ramen nightmares. So what brilliant decisions led to this financial faceplant? Well, Musk decided to run X like a frat house during Pledge Week. He reinstated banned accounts faster than you can say bad idea, turning the platform into a digital Wild West. Then, in a stroke of genius that would make Nigerian princes proud, he introduced a pay-to-play verification system, because nothing says trustworthy information like a blue check mark you can buy with your allowance. The result? Advertisers fled the platform like rats from a sinking ship, taking their fat wallets with them. X's revenue dropped harder than the bass at a dubstep concert, with some estimates suggesting a decline of over 50% year over year. Turns out brands don't want their ads next to conspiracy theories and digital bar fights. Who knew? But here's where it gets as twisted as Trump's logic. While X is circling the drain, Musk has been cozying up to the very man whose company is kicking his digital butt. That's right, Elon's gone full MAGA, pledging over $70 million to Trump's re-election campaign. It's like watching your ex succeed and deciding the best revenge is to become their biggest fan. Is this a 4D chess move to save X? Or has Musk simply lost the plot? Maybe he's hoping Trump will make him the official supplier of Space Force rockets. Or perhaps he's angling for a cabinet position. Secretary of Memes, anyone? Whatever the reason, one thing's for sure. Musk's Twitter adventure has been about as successful as a screen door on a submarine. Conservative estimates suggest he's lost tens of billions on this digital dumpster fire. That's not just a financial oopsie, that's a honey, I shrunk our net worth level catastrophe. So as we watch this social media soap opera unfold, one question remains. In a world where Truth Social is worth more than X, is anything real anymore? Or have we all just collectively decided that facts are optional and memes are the new currency? Well, folks, it looks like in the world of social media, political clout is the new cryptocurrency. Who needs boring old prophets when you've got a fan base that thinks the earth is flat and lizard people run the government? But here's the million-dollar question. Is Truth Social's financial fairy tale headed for a happily ever after? Or are we watching the tech bubble's final boss battle? History's got a few choice words about companies that soar on hype and crash on reality. Remember Pets.com? Yeah, neither does anyone else. Maybe Musk should take a page from Trump's playbook and rename X to Alternative Facts. After all, nothing boosts stock prices quite like a healthy dose of make-believe. In this topsy-turvy tech world, the only truth is that nothing makes sense anymore. So grab your popcorn and enjoy the show. It's gonna be a wild ride.